Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Best in Slot with what is hopefully for the first time in my life going to be a quick little video because I don't really have much to say. This is basically an announcement video just to tell you guys that I am, as of this morning, I think I'm uploading this on Thursday and I leave at about 9 AM on Thursday. As of this morning, I am no longer here. I'm away on a little family holiday for the next 10 days or so. I don't really get back, I believe, until a week on Monday, roughly. I'm not actually 100% sure. To be honest, guys, I don't actually know where I'm going either. It's kind of just like a little cheap family holiday to get everyone away, because my sister's just had a new kid, so we're going to go with the kids and stuff. We're going with her fiance and my dad. Now, the reason we're doing a video is twofold. First of all, there is going to be slightly less content. Those of you who follow me on Twitter will know this, I've spent quite a lot of the last few days recording, pre-recording, trying to make sure there's enough stuff out there to carry you guys till I get back. I know it's not a big deal if I take a few days off. You guys were lovely about that, but I'd like to make sure there is some content. Now, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to make it, but hopefully there will be content. There'll be another video today, there'll be 2 videos tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Monday for 5 days of double videos as per pretty much usual. The only difference will be that I'll be taking Saturday off as well as the usual Sunday. Even that's not definite, it depends if I can squeeze a little bit more recording time into an already pretty busy, I'm going to learn to speak English, into an already pretty busy schedule. But that does also mean I won't be responding to comments and stuff like that. So if you see announcements about new games, or let's say Sorin or Mesozoica or the Isle or whatever, if they do some big updates and stuff and people are getting a little frustrated about me not playing them, this is why. Obviously, I'm going to be unable to record. I'm going to be on a beach or probably getting sunstroke. And more likely or getting food poisoning like last time I went on holiday. Yeah, I don't know. I've not been on holiday. I've not been away for a very, very long time. At the moment, I'm very stressed trying to get all this work done. So by the end of this work, I'm going to need a holiday. So at least it kind of works out. When we get back, and there's another reason I'm doing this video, when we get back, is probably going to mark the return of the facecam, webcam kind of thing. I know most people do enjoy that, some of you don't. I did start doing it on every single video pretty much, because for me personally, I feel it lets me connect with you guys just a little bit more in some ways. I don't know, I'm still judging how I'm going to do that. It might not be instantly when we get back, but I've been saying for a while now that the end of this holiday is going to mark the return to that. So expect that at some point in July, probably. It might not be straight away, but it will return in July. And so will streaming, hopefully. Again, the idea with that is not really to stick to a schedule per se. I'm just kind of going to stream randomly. We'll go and do another video on this soon. I'll be announcing it on Twitter. We'll probably be streaming on Twitch or YouTube. I'm unsure at the moment. There are benefits to both. We'll get into that in the streaming video when we do that, probably in 2 or 3 weeks' time. But the idea is to stream games that we don't play on the channel. This has always been the idea. So we're not going to stream like Primal Carnage and stuff. We might do a little bit of that, but generally speaking, the plan is going to be to stream playthroughs of games that we don't usually play on the channel. And the idea is those streams would then go up as episodes of that game on the second channel. Now, I have cleared the second channel. There's 2 games on there, Dishonored 2 and the terrible Warhammer 40k game. Terrible Warhammer 40k game. And I hadn't played both in ages. I hadn't completed either, and I wasn't going to complete either. So I think that's going to be, learn to speak English. I think that's going to be a really good place to put stream stuff, and that's kind of what we're going to use it for, rather than clogging up the main channel. I mean, if we played some Primal Carnage or whatever on the stream, that will go on the main channel as an episode, but when we play the longer, proper playthroughs, that'll go on the second channel. That way I've got a good reason to keep playing them, because you guys are watching them on stream, and I've also got somewhere to put them. So hopefully that's all going to work out. And again, when we do the stream announcement, I'll talk to you lovely folks at home and see if you have any recommendations for games you want to see. But it's a good way of playing games that, let's take an example, Shadow of War, the upcoming Lord of the Rings game. I really want to play it. Loads of you guys have mentioned it to me. I couldn't really play it on the main channel. That's just not how the channel works anymore. That's not how YouTube works anymore, for me and for channels like mine. But we could stream the entire thing, and we could put it all on a second channel. That's kind of where my head is right now. This is all going to happen sort of later in July. I'm just telling you guys to keep an eye out for an announcement video. I think that's about it. I am going to go and ignore the world for 10 days. This is badly needed. It's been a stressful few months, to be quite honest with you guys. I've tried to keep it relatively hidden and not tell people about it, but I've struggled lately. I got slapped by a tax bill a couple months ago, and my rent is extortionate. I'm actually moving flat in a month and a half. I love this place, but I quite simply can't afford it anymore. When we get back, and I'm bouncing this idea around in my head, I think I'm going to set up a Patreon. We're going to talk about that again in a Patreon video, but the one thing we did do this before, we did mess around the idea. The reason I stopped it was some of the feedback was a little on the abusive side, and I just didn't want to deal with the harassment, frankly. One thing I'll make clear when we do this is it is only people who are perfectly 100% financially set themselves who should even consider donating even $1 a month to the Patreon. I'm going to make that super duper clear. People do keep asking for ways to support the channel, so I want to offer that, but I also don't want the grief that goes along with it. So I'm trying to hedge my bets, but you know, people who've been following YouTube know that it's becoming a difficult system to work in to an extent, and there's been some big problems with monetization and the ads lately. Obviously, there's a big thing about advertisers pulling out of YouTube, and it's been an issue for a few of us. You know, it's been an issue for pretty much everyone. I think everyone's seen their revenue drop pretty harshly, and I would like to be able to keep paying rent and surviving. So it is something we're going to do, but we'll talk about that when we get back. I'm just trying to do like a general, here's what's coming on the channel. Here's all these bad things that are happening soon. But lots of good games as well, lots of stuff to look forward to this year. Don't really know what we're going to play, but I am going to try to hone in on playing more Isle. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed those videos. There will be another next week, and you won't have seen it yet, but the next Isle video we do is my very first foray into an Isle realism server, and I had a really good time, so hopefully you guys like that video. We're going to do more of the Isle, we're going to do more Primal Carnage, we're going to do more Archaeotech, and we're going to do more Ark. That's the kind of thing. We're going to focus in on those dinosaur games, but still play some other cool stuff along the way as well. I talked, as per usual, for about 4 times longer than I anticipated. Good stuff. Okay, I love this coconut. Can we give some eyes quickly? There we go. Thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all in about 10 days. So please don't feel bad if I don't respond to comments and stuff. I am going to take my laptop with me, or like a little netbook, but my intention is not really to spend much time on it, given it's a family holiday in Spain, I think. I don't know, somewhere with a sun is essentially the idea. So there's no guarantee I'll be able to reply and stuff like that. But we'll see. But please don't be offended. I'll say hello to everyone when I'm back in 10 days or so. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the support. Things have been going really well the past 2 or 3 weeks, honestly, since I started doing the Isle and the Ark and Primal Carnage a little bit more. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you like that kind of content, do hit that subscribe button down below, and I shall see you lovely ladies and gentlemen in about an hour's time when the next video goes online. Cheers, much love as always. Bye bye.